support in that regard. Well, let me get to what I'm here for, really, and that would be to introduce Alex Contreras. Now, Alex and I go way back, because back in 1966, I was right out of Fresno State. I got a job at Clovis High School, and I was teaching 9th grade geography. Guess who shows up in one of my classes? Alex Contreras. And so it's been a while. I was 23, he was 14. And now I'm almost 75, and I'm sure he's close.
52. 52.
Yeah. Anyway, so Alex is a great guy, and I've had an opportunity to interact with him for quite a few years. We lost track, I think, in between, but because of my involvement with AME and our golf tournament, and Alex being very supportive, and along with Donna G. Sales, we appreciate all that you've done for AME and for ARTE, and I'm sure many other nonprofit Latino organizations, because we're all about raising money to do good things. And unfortunately, we have to have money to do good things sometimes, you know, so it's good to have somebody like Alex to support us, and he has. And so I felt that very strongly that we needed to recognize him, and that's why he's here. Not just because he was a student of mine, but that helps a little bit. Anyway, so Alex, you know, he went to college. By the way, he was an ag major. I don't know if you knew that. He was an ag major. He took ag at Clovis High School. Can you believe that? Probably, were you the only Mexican in ag? Yes, he was. I want to say you were doing the picking, but no, I won't say that. No, Alex is too bright for that. He was really, and then when he went to Fresno State, you majored in ag, right?
Yeah, I was going to be a vocational teacher,
Yeah.
ag teacher.
Yeah, so there you go. Go figure, huh? But that kind of a thing with a college degree is a lot better than, you know, working in the fields, which many of us have done. I did it, and one of the reasons I went to college was because I remember one day in July when it was really hot and I was on a ladder picking peaches. You know how that is if you pick peaches, you know, the fuzz is flying around and you get itchy here because you're sweating, and then you want to scratch, and you do, and then all you do is spread it and you itch more. So one of those days in July, I said, you know what? There's got to be a better life than this. So I decided to throw my hat in the ring at Fresno State, and fortunately I was able to get through just fine, and got a job right away at Clovis High School, and I had a very long career there. Anyway, so Alex has been with Donna G. Sales for 35 years. He has received many awards, among them the Fresno State Chicano Alumni, what do they call it?
I like Chiquino better. I like the way
You like that one? Okay, remember that I'm your teacher. We're not so far removed. Anyway, so he's had a very interesting career. I know he worked for a bank at one time. He did other things, and at one time did Mark Sanchez make it? Is Mark here? Yeah, Mark is here. And I know you worked with his dad, right, at one time as well.
Right.
And
They don't know who Mark Dad's is, though. But they don't know who Mark's dad is.
Philip Sanchez, ambassador and all kinds of other things, who just recently passed away, and I'm really very sorry about that. I knew your dad, and I didn't know him real well, but I knew him because he was a Pinedale kid, and he went to Clovis High School, and I taught there many years, so I knew him and I knew of him. And I remember you because you were there. About the same time as Alex? No?
Yeah, we were here in the same year. Alex was 1970, I was 1970. I was an A student, Alex was like...
Well, you heard it right here. He's giving testimony.
You were his teachers.
No comprendo. No hablo inglés. Je parle français. Okay, so anyway, so Alex has been very involved supporting community events, and so I've gotten to actually know him a lot better as an adult with reason, with logic, and with a lot of smarts. And so he's come a long ways, and he's very proud of where he comes from, because he's always telling me for a Pinedale boy, I've done quite well. And by all means, you have, and I congratulate you for that. And you know, as a teacher, how many of you are teachers here? Because I know we're a teachers group here, many of us. Yes, teachers. As a teacher, you know, that's what we want for our students. We want success, not just in the classroom, but eventually a good life for them, a better life than maybe we had as kids in our families, which is something that I've been able to do, you know, because my parents had they didn't even graduate from high school. So I was the first one who went to college, and now my daughter's a college professor. I got nieces and nephews who are doctors and nurses and teachers, lots of teachers, and so on. So, you know, that's what we do. We want our kids to do better, and then hopefully their kids will do even better. That's what I'm hoping for my grandkids. Okay, Alex, why don't you come up here? I've already spent too much time talking. And I want to present Alex let me get it. He probably has a bunch of plaques, and he'll probably throw it in a box, but at least he'll know we thought of him. It says, in appreciation for your many years of community service, and specifically for your loyal support for AME of Fresno and ARTE Americas, we honor you today, December 1st, 2017. Please accept our sincere gratitude and best wishes. And this is just a token of our appreciation, gift card for a restaurant, so local restaurant, so
Free beer.
enjoy. And bring on the beer. By the way, I want to thank Alex and Donna G. Sales because they supported us tonight as well. Sure.
I'm not very talkative.
I told them I'm
not very talkative, so.
I did tell them no more than 10 minutes.
First of all, I'd like to thank AMIC. I've been working with a lot of their presidents for many years, and I appreciate that organization. It was one of the first that I think I started helping back, 30-something years ago, doing their golf tournament, and I think we sponsored the banquet a few times. But it was one of the organizations that we started with. But I'm really grateful that they chose to kind of celebrate my last 35 years here at this reception. So I thank you. I'd also like to thank ARTE, who we've been very close to for, and you know, as I get older, I can't remember how many years, but it's a lot of years. So, you know, I started out at a little bit more, and then somebody in that back room really knows how to hammer somebody. You know? Yeah. But I really do appreciate ARTE for hosting it here also, because it's a beautiful facility, and I'm just so proud of this organization also. So the one thing I'd like to say is thank you to my family for showing up. I do appreciate it. I have a lot of friends here, people who I've worked with, gone to college with. There's a few of them around, you know. There's even one old guy he happened to be in kindergarten when I knew him, and I'm not sure if I was in school yet, but I know I am younger than him. And I just want to remember, I graduated college before he did, just so you know. Mark, you can stand up for that? So anyhow, but what I'd really like to say is that the community has been really good to me. You know, someone says, they always come up and they go, God, I'm sorry for asking. And I go, God, if nobody ever asked, I wouldn't even have a job. Think about it. Nobody asked me for anything to help or to support something or go to a meeting or do, I wouldn't have a job. So I'm just grateful that the community supported the Donagys through all these 35 years that I was here. So I'll be moving on. I'm not sure what I'll be doing, but somewhere towards January I'll be out. So, but I do appreciate the great fun and attention that we've all had together here. So, but I wanted to mention one event that years ago, and seeing that this is an educational type of organization, was the National Hispanic Scholarship Fund of Fresno. Now I see Venancio here, who was a board member. I see Jose Algoriaga, who helped with Univision to support this event. This event, gosh, I guess maybe about 20 years ago, we started it. And Anheuser-Busch had a few dollars, and for the National Hispanic Scholarship, we were raising so much cents per case, giving it to the National. We decided we had some money to underwrite a banquet. So we went ahead and did that one year. And then somehow we did it 2 years and 3 years. But in that time, we've wound up raising over $600,000 in the first 10, 12 years of that organization. I'm sure I kind of moved on afterwards, but I would imagine that organization went well over $1 million. I know that a lot of money went to Fresno State, but it went to students who that wanted to go to Harvard, or they wanted to go to Cornell, or Stanford, Berkeley, Southern California. And we also had students who wanted to go to City College, so we gave them scholarships also. But the total amount was, and that's a great amount, and that was something that I could have used when I was coming out of Clovis High. We weren't very well off back then. We were out in the fields. I used to go down Mark's house, believe this or not, Ambassador Sanchez's house, and I would be driving the tractor or out in the field, and I'd go by Mark's house, and I'd be in Mark's house. Remember, I just got off the tractor. I walk into Mark's room, and next thing I hear his mom, Juanita, "Mark, is Alex here? Because there's dirt in the house." "Yes, Mom, he's here." "Okay, that's all I wanted to know. That's all I wanted to know." But anyhow, that organization was just really good, and I do appreciate all the people that were involved with it. I wish we could go back, start it all over again. Who knows? We just might. You never know. But I just want to thank everybody once again. Oh, I had one more thing that I forgot. Told you I didn't talk very much. So it's not my job to talk, but I do have one. Talking about people going to school. I have a friend, and I wanted to mention this one day at another event one time, but I never had the time to, but because I kind of got cut short. I have a friend, hard-working guy, wasn't on the top line of the assembly line or whatever, but a very hard worker. But he was a very good friend. Kid played soccer with us. My son was probably in love with his daughter, which was a lot younger than him, but still. But I was so proud of him that he worked so hard. 3 kids, and I was just so proud that they all went to college, and they all graduated. One's a nurse, one works for, some grocery chain, and the other one is a recreational director. But it's the Munozes. And I'd like them to stand up, because this is what, a lot of these scholarships and things we work for. Could the kids stand up real quick? And then for the last one, I'd like to have Karina and Jose stand up. But you can't cry, Jose. I said you can't cry. He's such a hard worker, and he did so well. Thank you. And in that note, I just want to make sure that everybody knows that education is so important, and we must continue to strive to make our kids go to school. Not all of them want to go to school, but trust me, it's the best. Thank you again, everybody, all my friends, relatives, people from all over. Thank you again. Manny, thank you.
I hope you all